For years, I made a massive, embarrassing mistake with my cat. And if you are watching this, there's a very high chance you are making it too. Every single night, right around 2 a.m., my cat would bypass the expensive orthopedic memory foam bed I bought for her, ignore the cozy fleece blankets at the foot of the bed, and march straight up to my face to sleep directly on my pillow. I used to get so frustrated. I would gently push her away, convinced she was trying to assert dominance or claim my territory. I read forums that told me she was being a typical selfish cat demanding the best spot in the house. I was completely wrong. In fact, by pushing her away, I was inadvertently rejecting the most profound display of vulnerability a feline can offer. As a behavioral specialist, I decided to put aside my frustration and actually dive into the neurological and psychological data behind why cats obsess over our pillows. What I found completely shattered my perspective. It is not about dominance, it is not about territory, and it is certainly not about annoying you. The real reason your cat sleeps on your pillow is so deeply emotional and rooted in their biology that it will make you look at your furry friend in a completely different light. To understand the pillow obsession, we have to look through the lens of science, specifically feline neurobiology and thermoregulation. Let's start with the physiological aspect. A cat's basal body temperature is significantly higher than ours, ranging between 100.5 and 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Because of this, their thermal neutral zone, the temperature range where they do not have to expend energy to maintain their body heat, is much higher than a human's. When the sun goes down and your house cools off, your cat is actively seeking external heat sources. But why your pillow and not a radiator? Because of your head. Humans lose a significant amount of body heat through their heads, and when you're tucked under a thick duvet, your exposed head becomes a concentrated, glowing beacon of thermal energy. But heat is only 20% of the equation. The other 80% is pure, undeniable chemical bonding. Let's talk about the olfactory bulb. A cat's sense of smell is 14 times stronger than a human's. They navigate the world primarily through scent. Your scalp and hair are densely packed with sebaceous glands, which secrete oils that carry your unique biological signature. To a cat, your hair doesn't just smell like shampoo, it smells intensely and exclusively like you. When your cat curls up on your pillow, they are literally bathing their olfactory receptors in your pheromones. Neurological studies show that when a cat is surrounded by the familiar scent of their bonded human, their brain triggers a massive release of oxytocin and dopamine, the love and reward hormones. Simultaneously, their cortisol levels, the hormone responsible for stress and anxiety, plummet. By pressing their face into your pillow, your cat is self-medicating. They are using your scent as an emotional anchor to chemically induce a state of profound peace. You are, quite literally, their neurobiological safe space. But the rabbit hole goes much deeper when we look at the evolutionary depth of this behavior. To truly grasp why your pillow is the ultimate feline real estate, we have to travel back over 10,000 years to the harsh, unforgiving environments of the Fertile Crescent. The ancestors of our modern domestic cats, the African wildcat, Felis sylvestris libica, were in solitary desert dwellers. They were incredibly efficient predators, but because of their small size, they were also prey. In the wild, falling asleep is the ultimate gamble. It is the one time a cat is completely defenseless against larger carnivores, birds of prey, and rival cats. Through natural selection, cats evolved a deeply ingrained survival mechanism. You only sleep where you are protected, and you only sleep with those you trust with your life. When your domestic cat chooses to sleep next to your head, they are acting on this ancient ancestral programming. But why the head and not your feet? Think about human sleep mechanics. We kick, we toss, we turn, and we roll over. To a highly sensitive cat, sleeping near human legs is like sleeping in an earthquake zone. The head, however, remains relatively stationary. It is the safest, most stable vantage point on the bed.
Furthermore, in feline socio-spatial organization, the concept of allo-sleeping, sleeping in physical contact with another member of the social group, is reserved strictly for the inner circle. By positioning themselves at your head, your cat is engaging in mutual protection. From their evolutionary viewpoint, they are guarding your most vital area while trusting you to guard theirs. They are saying, "I will watch your back if you watch mine." It's a 10,000-year-old pact of mutual survival playing out on your bed sheets. So, how do we handle this? As beautiful as this evolutionary and biological truth is, having a 10-pound cat draped over your face isn't exactly conducive to a good night's sleep for you. I hear from so many cat parents who suffer from insomnia, allergies, or neck pain because they feel too guilty to move their cat. You need a solution that preserves your sleep hygiene without destroying the emotional bond you share with your pet. Here's the actionable framework I use, which I call the Scent-Proxy elevation protocol. First, don't just shove your cat off the bed. Sudden rejection when they're seeking vulnerability damages trust. Instead, you need to recreate the exact biological conditions they're seeking: heat, height, and scent. Start by taking a worn, unwashed t-shirt that you have slept in or exercised in, something saturated with your sebaceous oils and pheromones. Take a comfortable cat bed and place it on a stable surface right next to your pillow, like a tall nightstand. Cats naturally seek vertical elevation for safety, so putting a bed on the floor will never compete with your mattress. Place your worn t-shirt inside this elevated bed. Next, add a self-warming pet mat, one that reflects the cat's own body heat, under the shirt. Before you go to sleep, implement the 3-second interaction rule. When your cat jumps onto the bed, give them exactly 3 seconds of focused, gentle affection, a stroke on the cheek, a soft whisper. Validate their presence. Then, gently physically guide them to the decoy bed. You are telling them, "I accept your love, but this is your designated safe zone." Consistency is key. It usually takes about a week of gentle redirection, but once their brain registers that the proxy bed smells like you, is warm, and is elevated, they will transition seamlessly without feeling rejected. When I finally understood all of this, the thermoregulation, the dopamine loops, the desert ancestry, it changed everything for me. I stopped seeing my cat's nighttime behavior as an annoyance and started seeing it for what it truly is: the highest honor a predator can bestow. In a world that's large, loud, and full of unpredictable variables, your cat's instincts tell them to be on high alert constantly. Yet when they climb onto your pillow, tuck their paws under their chest, close their eyes, and begin to purr, they are actively overriding millions of years of survival instincts. They are choosing vulnerability because of their love for you. In their eyes, you are not just the giant who opens the food cans. You are their family. You are their guardian. You are the safest place in the entire universe. The next time you wake up with whiskers tickling your nose and a furry head resting on your pillow, don't just sigh and roll over. Take a brief second to appreciate the profound beauty of that moment. Your cat is telling you, in the only language they know, that they trust you with their life. If this video changed the way you look at your cat's sleeping habits, please hit that subscribe button to join our community of passionate, science-minded pet parents. I would love to hear from you. Where exactly does your cat sleep at night? Tell me about your furry friend in the comments below, and let's compare notes. Until next time, give your cat a gentle chin scratch from me, and sleep well.